Hey gang, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I got this question asked to me: what makes a great singer? What a gargantuan question that is. It's like saying, what kind of car do you like? Or, what kind of flavor of ice cream do you like? So there's obviously no one answer to that. Let me just break down for me what I think makes a great singer, and then maybe you can walk away with some nuggets that can help you, okay? The first thing is I believe that the duty and the job of a singer isn't just to go, hey, these great, these licks over and over again, right? So a culture, modern culture, has defined greatness for some reason because of a lot of these singing shows as the person that can sing this really high note, this and do all these vocal runs and things like that. So they've taken the icing on the cake and they've sprinkled all this icing and say that that's the epitome of great singing, when in fact it really isn't. To me, entertainment in general and singing entertainment is someone that conveys a message with passion and authority and that can speak into the hearts and lives of people. So I did a video a while back, and the video is, can anyone sing, or can anyone learn to sing? And the reason I did that video is because, and I love using Bob Dylan as an example, and there's lots of great examples beyond Bob Dylan, but he just happens to be one I like to refer to because he really can't sing. But he's probably done more to influence other singers, and more people have covered his music. So look up, just go to Google and go, who has covered Bob Dylan's music, right? Just type that in and it will absolutely blow your mind at how many people, from Adele to Ministry, every end of the spectrum of people that have covered his music. Well, what that means is Bob Dylan a great singer? Man, he wouldn't even make it past the first audition at one of these American Idol, X Factor, The Voice kinds of shows. But yet, ironically, he's done maybe more to change the lives and inspire more singers than maybe any other singer alive. So we really need to start there. We need to say, okay, you have a story, right? You have your own unique story. And you need to, I believe, if you have a unique story and it's worth telling, the world needs to hear your story. Straight up, especially in today's climate and all the crazy stuff going on in the world. So I would start there. Let's start there saying, okay, it's not about vocal calisthenics. It's not about singing the high note. It's not about distorting my voice to, it's not about all those things. It's that I have something I want to share from my heart to the world that should touch people's lives, right? To me, that's greatness. All right, and that's at any spectrum. I mean, it could be, making a movie, writing a book, in the entertainment world. What kind of art are you making that inspires, okay? Now, and so people say, well, wait a minute, Ken, you're a vocal coach and you sell singing lessons and you sell technique and you always are pushing people towards technique. You're right, I do. Art, you have, music, entertainment, 50% music, 50% entertainment, right? And I want to emphasize something. The more that we can take our craft, and I'm going to give you a couple examples of this, where as a singer, if you learn how to expand your horizons as a singer and can sing higher notes and can learn to sing in other styles and so forth and so on, you find that you're able to present your art with much more authority and much more flexibility, and you've broadened your horizons and so forth, and you save your instrument over the long haul, where you'll be able to get to do this for a long time. So technique comes in and it plays a different role, where it expands you and grows you and helps you blossom and bloom and preserves your art as it is. Now, another interesting part of this, using the singing part, and this is off topic and I'll get back to the great singing thing in a second, but I've noticed that people that come to me, instrumentalists, for example, let's take a bass player trying out for a band, okay? Even a really good bass player, most bands will take a bass player that's almost as good, or not even really as good, as a better bass player that can sing, because they want that contribution to the band of a bass player that can sing, or a guitar player that can sing, or a piano player that can sing. So you actually increase your chances significantly if you're an instrumentalist that can sing, even if it's just backup to the singer, or can contribute in songwriting and other ways vocally. So that's another reason to want to learn how to sing and to want to, learn how to sing correctly technically. So the technical side can give people that have no singing ability a really strong chance at singing, okay? But what else makes a great singer for me too is the heart and the tone. And getting back to the story, telling a story, I hear singers all the time blasting off these riffs or singing these high notes or doing a cover song and way overdoing stuff. And I'm guilty myself of the same thing. I want to show off my vocal calisthenics. I want to show the world, oh dude, man, check this out, how high I can sing, or this lick I can do, or whatever, the tone. But in the end, truth be told, as far as true greatness goes, did I communicate a story? Or did I get in the way of the story, right? Did I step all over the story so I can make my vocals shine, right? That's not greatness, that's egocentrism, right? So let's be clear on that. That I believe that was what makes a great singer. Now let's break this down from a technical standpoint. So we kind of got the artistic side and we set it up here. Let's now talk about the technical side. To me, a great singer is a singer that is able to have total command of their instrument without feeling like they're struggling for every note. Well, that's where the technical side comes in. If you understand the mechanics of how your voice works, then you're able to have the confidence to every night after night, or whenever you're singing, you're able to deliver that and execute that in such a way that it doesn't look like it's arduous and like you're struggling all the time. So, and then also when you're communicating with an audience and the audience is there, you're hired to make them smile basically, and you're hired to make them feel better about themselves and enjoy themselves and so forth. So if you're sitting there struggling and your audience is watching you struggling, what are they going to experience? They're going to feel the struggle of you struggling. They're going to struggle. But if you have such good command of your craft and your art, and this is true for any art, okay? We happen just to be talking about singing. But if you're able to communicate that effortlessly and then can have jokes and smile and wow them with all kinds of whatever it is that you do, then that's entertainment, and you're able to, it's automatically, your brain is on auto. By the way, I think of this too in this sort of context for singing. You have unconscious incompetent, which means you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to get there. Okay, then you have conscious incompetent, which means you know what you want, but you still are incompetent. You don't know how to get there. Then you have conscious competent, where you know what you want and you're kind of competent enough to get you there, but it's like an engine that's running. You're always kind of thinking about it in your mind. It's like a program, I should have said, that's running in your mind. Unconscious competent is where we want to be, where we've rehearsed this thing correctly so many times that we don't even have to think about it. We just go out and we do this thing so that we can entertain and perform and do other things that, to put smiles on people's faces and have them enjoy our performance. So to me, that's what makes a great singer, is unconscious, incompetent singing that tells the story that, is the story that you want to tell of yourself, and that can, have the whole world enter in like a living room setting. You're just telling a story, reading a storybook to these people that want to enter into your experience. Okay? Hopefully this was helpful. I have a singing course. It's called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else. Check it out. I have a ton of free tutorials on YouTube. Those will really help you if you want to just, get your feet wet there. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And, come stop by, I have a giant Facebook page. Thank you guys for like 90 million views and over 700,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. That is super awesome. And God bless you, gang. And until next time, peace out.